This episode, we're going to talk about one strategy that will help you to combat on your depression. So stick around. Hi, my name is Coach BroHenz, a certified life skills and self-discovery coach from iHelp Coaching Business Incorporated, your partners in life, career, and business greatness. Our advocacy is to help those who are feeling down by means of coaching or life coaching and by giving inspirational messages through this platform. Before we go on, don't forget to push that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you are always updated on the coming videos. Welcome to The Press On with me, Coach BroHenz. This is a new blog series of mine. Why The Press On? Because we have that power from within to press on even in the midst of depression, to overcome and experience breakthrough from it. Just like what I've said a while ago, we're going to talk about one strategy that will help you on your combat with depression. This strategy that I will share to you is intended to help you with depression, and it is for informational purposes and awareness only. It is not intended to be a substitute for therapy or medical care. We still recommend that you still seek professional help for all individual issues and concerns. Before we go on, let's define what depression is. According to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, it is a mood disorder marked especially by sadness, inactivity, difficulty in thinking and concentration, significant increase or decrease in appetite, and time spent sleeping, feelings of dejection and hopelessness, and suicidal tendencies. According to APA Dictionary of Psychology, it is a negative affective state ranging from unhappiness and discontent to an extreme feeling of sadness, pessimism, and despondency that interferes with daily life. Sa madaling sabi, or in other words, it is something like this. What does it do to your life? It will distort the way you think, and it wants you to be attached on that thoughts, on that distorted thoughts. It will make you unproductive, and it will also affect your health. I have a lot of stories and experience about depression, but I have experienced that it hit me so hard. It brought me on my rock bottom. That's when my father died 3 years ago. And as the most eldest son, I have to be tough and I have to be strong for my family, for my younger siblings. My father died because of aneurysm. It's very painful because he's the only parent that we have. Nung mailibing na siya, the coming days are very difficult for me. I was not performing so well in class. And at the same time, I'm also a speaker. And when I am constructing an outline for my talk, I just put it on a piece of paper and make a bullet of it, and I can easily memorize what I have constructed. But after that event, when my father died, I could hardly memorize such 3 sentences, and I thought that I was okay already, but I'm not from within. Luckily, I have a loving wife who is there to support me, to care for me, to comfort me whenever I feel stressed or depressed, because it affected my emotions and my attitudes on how I react on things. I get easily distracted. The level of my patience became low. I feel so angry at myself because before I am not like that, and I'm struggling. But thank God there is hope. Remember this, you are not alone, you are not a loser, and you can get through this. You can win this, we can win this. By the help of God, and by applying the strategies that we are going to talk about. This strategy is provided to us by Danny and Matthew Baker, the co-founders of the Depression Project. I emailed them and asked them for permission if I can include these strategies on my content so that I can share this to people on my reach, especially you. They said, yes, this is okay. Thank you, the Depression Project. Thank you, Danny and Matthew Baker. You're the best. The combat strategy for this episode is the golden question. When struggling from negative thoughts, anxiety, or feeling of hopelessness, there's a simple yet powerful question that can be asked for yourself. And here it is. If my loved one were in my position, would I be telling them the same negative things that I'm currently telling myself? Wow. The effect of this question is to make a distance for yourself from your negative thoughts and looking at them from a different, more objective angle. This is your negative thoughts, and this is you, and you're looking at it from another angle. So if you are looking at your loved one having the same negative thoughts, are you going to tell them exactly what you are telling to yourself right now? For example, a dear friend of yours didn't do well in the exam. Would you think that he or she is a stupid failure and will not get a job? You wouldn't tell that person. So therefore, you should never conclude the same thing about yourself either. Another example, if your uncle scolded his daughter one morning, if you wouldn't automatically conclude that your uncle is a terrible parent, there's also no way you should be concluding that to yourself. Meaning, you will not immediately conclude negatively about somebody's actions or shortcomings. That goes for you too. Doing this technique will help you have that realization, being really hard on yourself, that you need to be kind to yourself and that you have the power over your negative thoughts. Now, you can pause this video and try asking yourself right now, as in now, it's a good way of examining ourselves. Remember, depression is a liar and it wants you to believe its lies by focusing on the negative thoughts that it produces. This is the truth. You're not a failure, you're not a burden, you're not a loser because you are an overcomer. Another thing to remember, what I have gave you is just an information that can give you transformation if you do the implementation. Once again, I would like to express my gratitude to Sir Danny and Sir Matthew Baker, the co-founders of the Depression Project. Pray to you for more success. If you want to know more about the Depression Project, check the description below and click their website. If you did this golden question strategy, give us a feedback about your experience and your thoughts on the comment section. Another thing to remember, in the midst of depression, we have the power to press on. Once again, this is Coach BroHenz and see you on the next episode. Peace.